All right, welcome back to our build series on the 958 Cayenne Turbo. Today we're jumping into some of the power modifications, and we're going to start off with the IPD Plenum. So we have a video to show you the how to install that. If you want to check that out, the link is below in the description. But what we're going to do now is put the stock plenum back on so that we can go to the dyno, get some baseline numbers with the stock plenum. We'll put the IPD plenum back on while it's strapped down to the dyno and see what kind of power figures it puts out with the plenum. So come along. All right, so we're here at the dyno with the Cayenne Turbo. We're gonna strap it down, get a few pulls of it in its stock configuration. And then with it strapped down to the dyno, we're gonna put the IPD plenum on, get a few more pulls and see what the IPD plenum can do. All right, so we have the Cayenne strapped down. We're gonna do a couple baseline pulls, and then we'll put the plenum on. All right, so we just finished our dyno pulls with the baseline stock configuration. Chris is gonna put the IPD plenum on. So I'll move the camera in just a second to show you that. We're gonna do this while it's strapped on, and then we're gonna give it a couple pulls with the IPD plenum. All right, so Chris just got done putting the IPD plenum on. We're gonna do a few pulls, see what kind of power this makes. All right, so we just got done with the dyno runs with the IPD plenum on. We did a few runs and we took the highest of the baseline and the highest of the IPD. They're all within about a horsepower of each other, so that's good to see consistent power put out on the dyno. It means there's not a lot of variations. We'll dive into the data in a second, but just to show you here at the dyno, it's about a little over 6 wheel horsepower and just a few foot-pounds of torque. So we'll dive into the numbers, kind of show the area under the curve. But you do see there is a little bit improvement up top. Frankly, not as much as we've seen on the Panamera that we dynoed before, so a little surprised by that. We thought we would have seen a little bit bigger bump there. But this is just one phase of the build. We're definitely gonna put some tuning on it next, which will help exploit some of that even more. But let's go back to the shop. We'll dive into the data and kind of explain what all this means.
All right, so we have both runs here. The gray line is the stock run and the blue line is the run with the IPD plenum. Now I should note both runs were done in 4th gear. A 5th gear pole would probably show a little bit more power as it's closer to a 1-to-1 ratio, but due to heat soak on turbo cars, we tend to run them in 4th gear just to keep the air intake temps down so we can do back-to-back runs without having to wait too long. So you'll see gains throughout the power band with the IPD plenum. Very small. They're more pronounced around 5,000 RPMs through the red line, as you can see the gain. Now the IPD plenum here adds 6 wheel horsepower to the total number of the Cayenne Turbo. So that's about 10 wheel horsepower. If stock it has 500 horsepower, then it's about 510 horsepower at the crank. The biggest gain though, the delta and part of the dyno curve here, is 11 wheel horsepower. So that's probably going to be closer to about 15 wheel horsepower in part of the rev range that you're going to pick up that 15 horsepower at the crank. Now the max torque is pretty minimal, and typically air intake mods are similar to this. There is some area where there's a more significant gain. Now keep in mind this is a pre-throttle body modification. The dimples on the inside of the IPD plenum help to speed up the airflow, but the throttle body ultimately controls the amount of air that's going to come in. So it's going to have some difference but it's not as significant as the plenums that are on the intake manifold side beyond the throttle body. You can also see here kind of where those max gains were at about 5,116 RPM. That's where that peak gain of 11 wheel horsepower shows up. So that's where you're going to have the biggest difference with the IPD Plenum. And then we'll show this graph that shows the area under the curve. And this basically at the top, because of the changes are relatively small on the scale of this dyno, you'll see them. But you're gaining power really about 4,700, 4,600 RPMs. Up until red line, you're gaining, about that 5 to 10 horsepower range, 5 to 10 wheel horsepower range with the IPD Plenum. We'll leave that to your discretion if it's worth it, but 10 horsepower is nothing to be ashamed of when you're just doing a simple intake air modification. Not quite as significant of results as we've seen on a Panamera in the past when we dynoed. But we're going to dive into the tuning is the next phase. A lot of times with hardware modifications, you'll pick up some gain, but it's really exploited through the tuning. So we're excited to test the Evolution Motorsports Stage 1 tune, which we'll do next. So definitely, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We have several more episodes coming. I think they're going to be pretty exciting. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at flat6motorsports.com. We're more than happy to help out. Thanks for watching.